My name's Ruth Kellet. My job title is Project Controller or Project Coordinator, depending on your definitions. And my client are with Pharmaceuticals in the projects team. So about my role, I started off by doing interdependency management. That's the first thing that I went in that they wanted me to do. So it started with creating the system, because they tried to implement one maybe 3 years ago and it failed. So they were like, we want to try it again, but actually to be properly embedded into normal activities. So I had a look at what they did 3 years ago. I revamped it, updated it, changed it a bit, and I'm now starting to implement it across. I started off by implementing it in 2 projects that they had wanted me to, but then it caught a bit of momentum, so now I'm doing it with a couple more. The second part is that I am looking at the portfolio process from start to finish, and me and a couple of stakeholders are just looking through the process, cutting out unnecessary parts, identifying bottlenecks and mitigating for them. So the client itself is pushing towards lean and that kind of ideology of cutting waste, doing things in a more innovative and efficient way. So I'm a part of the team that's implementing that. So I'm a part of the continuous improvements. I'll be looking at little things that need to be done, as well as bigger projects that also are for improvements, but sort of being a champion for those. So I'm bringing in new perspective. As a lot of people on my client site, they've been working at the client site for 20 plus years. So they are very experienced, but they are very much coming from the same point of view. So with me coming in of a completely brand new perspective, very new to the industry. So I say that's one of the main things I bring. So I think my client uses Grayce Analyst because they've heard from other departments that Grayce Analysts have become very valuable and they're good workers. So I think it's based on that, of hearing of other Grayce people being great from their experience, that they'd want more Grayce people. I think the most valuable thing in the development program is the delivery managers. Of something, it's just so good and so reassuring to have that person that you meet up with periodically, that is checking how you're doing and is generally supporting you and pushing you to do better. I would say that Grayce helps you a lot with getting the opportunities, and I would say that's one of the best things they do, getting opportunities and then equipping you for it. But advice is to then, with what they've given you, to push for more for that. So you've been given a placement and you've been given a client and you've got a bit of training, but how can you utilize that? So just pushing and working hard